Hey everyone, it is Christine here, and I was doing some research today on the Scott Madden case. And what you see here is basically a satellite image, and it's pretty cool. I'll show you, but it's not quite there. So what I was doing was, hopefully I can bring this over here. I You may have seen in the portal that I went out and I took the video of the what I'll call the scene. I don't know if it's a crime scene or whatever it is, um, in the Galena Creek Regional Park, and it was basically the parking lot. Okay, because where Scott's body was found was way off the parking lot, and I did give you some overview screenshots, and I'll show you in this PDF, because if you remember from if you looked at that video that I shot from the parking lot, Scott's car was way, 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 a mile away from where his body was found. And let me bring this over here for a minute so I can show you now, because I'll show you what I'm looking at. So if you look at um, the video that I took, there is a parking lot where the visitor center was, at basically at the northern part of the Galena Park. It's almost a mile away from the south parking lot, uh, where Scott's car was. And these are all tracks from the various, they track them when they go out there, okay? And so this is the I mean, you can see how small the cars are in the building, but look at this. So going over all this terrain, ridiculously crazy, and Scott's body was supposedly found here, okay? And so, just so you have that as a reference. And so what I did, yes, I know you're looking at a golf course. What I did was, I had some questions, right? I always question everything. And I had asked the family, because if you recall, if you're following along with this, Scott went missing on July 13th. His vehicle was found July 17th, and supposedly they combed the whole area but did not find Scott. And Scott was found February 23rd, 2020. So my thought was, because I use satellite imagery all the time, let me see if I can see anything. You may or may not know this, but I mean, I was using satellite imagery when I was in the police department in the early 90s. You could read a newspaper on a front door from satellite. And so I realized that. So the first thing I went and I looked at Google Earth, and I was going to show you, but I killed that window, and it's going to make me dizzy if I load it up again. But I looked at it, and it really wasn't clear. I was comparing the topography of this document with other satellite services, okay? And so this one satellite, I think, it looks pretty good in some of these areas. I'll show you when we get into the scrub or whatever. And so I thought, well, let me see if I can see a person. And so I walked around with my little mobile hand here until I saw a golf course, and I said, okay, look, there's people. There's the, what do you call it? The pole thing, flagpole. And here's some people, and it's pretty good because this imagery looks, pretty good. So now I have to get back. So I was looking at people's houses. I said, is there anybody out, on the patio? I was trying to find people. But look, the resolution looks pretty good. I don't know what that is. Remember when I don't know if you saw that on Google, they found that car or whatever, submerged in the lake. I mean, look how Look how good this is. So let me see if I can get back over there because it took me a while. Sorry guys, I was looking at anything trying to find a jogger or anything, but you know, there's some pretty good detail here, right? You see? These look like air conditioners maybe. The house is gonna have a lot of air conditioners, whatever that is. Um, so I mean, look at the truck. That's pretty good. So I thought we would have some pretty good resolution, but I wanted to, before I spoke to Scott's parents about it, I wanted to try to verify that. Okay, so let me see if I can come back to where we need to go. Okay. My computer's going a bit slow because I'm recording. I want to get back. I think this is good as, yeah, see, this is the problem here. Okay, so this is the other part. It's very tree-y. Excuse me, and if you look, this particular service has two satellites. And I don't like it because this one on the left where this line cuts, of course, you'll see cuts right where we need it. So this part here, if you look at the video, this is the NDOT building, the little parking lot, Maryland's Pond. A lot of shadow in this video. All right, that's the parking lot with the dumpster. And there is the little walk. Remember, I showed you that? Okay, so, but this guy over here, I don't know what kind of imagery that guy is using, but it seems more clear to me. So we need to go. So remember, on the picture that I just showed you, it starts at the visitor center, which is on the north side. Okay, so we're not even there yet. So if you remember, I walked you guys all the way down this road here, all the way down this road, all the way down this road, all the way down this road, all the way down this road to come out here. So Scott's vehicle was found here. Okay. So he would have come out. I don't know if he went this way where the little hand is going. But the track, supposedly the track was found, came all the way down the road here, here, went out. So then we got to go. Remember, I drove all the way. That's someone's house. All the way. Keep going. Keep going. And I was going, okay, because this satellite is getting better. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Now here is the visitor center. I mean, look how far that is. I mean, look how little the cars are. You know, from that aspect. I mean, look at that. That is a far, I was going to say a bad word. That is a far distance. Look at that. I mean, and these are large houses, so you can see the distance, okay? And then the problem was that Scott's body was not found at the visitor center. Scott's body was found somewhere way over here. Way over here. And so I said, okay, well, let me see if I could see it. So I originally did this on Google Earth, but I couldn't zoom enough. And so I said, I bet you Google can zoom further. They're just not going to tell us. And so then I said, oh, yeah, let me see if I can get a private or government satellite company. And so I got to get reoriented to where we need to go. Okay, so this little fire road here, and I'll show you in this picture. Hopefully you can see this coming in. So you see here's the fire road. And see this little big open area, and then this little spot right here, that is, I believe, this. And then see, look where the circle is right over here, which is where that horrible satellite merge is. But what I did was I tried to blow it up, and it is right, it's right where we need this somehow, right here in the picture. I mean, look at the difference in the picture. I mean, the picture to the right is super awesome. I mean, look, you can tell bushes and rocks and little bushes and trees. And I mean, look at the detail. Try to find some detail to show you. There was some, look at, I mean, you can see the fallen tree logs. So, I mean, look at the piles. So I'm hopeful that I can reach out to one of these satellite companies. I mean, because see, look, you can see that log from here. So there was a question that the helicopter flew over that night. And why didn't they see him? Because the question still remains, was he there or was he not there? Was he dropped? Was he, I mean, what happened? So I need to be over in this area with that horrific, rotten satellite from here. But I mean, look, you can see the detail. And that is going to be my next project, is to call the satellite companies, because see, like there's the little bushes and stuff. You can really, hope I'm not making you dizzy, but you can really, I mean, look at the detail in just the shadow. You can really look, tree stump, tree, really see the detail. So if I can figure out what this satellite is, and with this system, it's during the date in question, right? Because something that you guys, I don't know when you're watching this if you're an investigator or a civilian, but it's part of the training that I do. See, look at this picture, it's terrible over here. The satellites are flying over all the time. It used to be just government satellites, but now so many private companies. I think when I did this list, there was 15 satellites that are flying over at the time, and they all fly over at different times, and they've got different depths and images. So that is what I'm going to do, and I wanted to update you up on that. Unfortunately, this is the area that we need, and that is not a good photo. So I'm hoping I can find it from another company. All right, that is it. I will keep you updated. Thank you for helping us help solve the case.